Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Stephen Clausen and Jonah Walston, who are forensic analysts and professors at Ragu University. They will be telling us what it means to be a criminal. Thank you for coming.
All right, everyone, so let's ask the general question of our presentation. What makes a criminal?
Well, a criminal is someone who breaks the law. However, to better understand this, I'd like to call someone from the audience to the stage. So, Tyler, let's say you get pulled over. What happens next?
The cop comes up to my car,
And do they ask for anything?
license and registration.
That's right. All right. Let's say you were caught drinking and driving. What then? And I arrest you.
You take me back to the police car and I go to jail.
There's actually a lengthy court process, which we will dive into in a second. But for now, let's take a little trip in history and see how these processes were handled.
You may now take a seat.
Thank you.
The judicial system in this time period had a lot more favoritism towards being put to death. Prisons weren't actually really popular and didn't even start to form in colonies until around 1790. So we in the 21st century are definitely lucky to have a system other than certain death.
That's right. And proper procedure for present day is first for the policeman to write down the info of the driver, and then the officer acquires the license and registration. Based on how you present yourself to the officer, they may feel the need to search your car. If not, you'll have to pay the given fee.
Now, but beside the legal aspect of the criminal procedure, there is also a heavy, deep psychological aspect that we would also like to delve into.
That's right.
The psyche of a criminal has been the study for professionals well over the last 200 years. In colonial times, they believed in demonology and thought crime was the result of a possessed mind or body. They took a larger focus on the person rather than the environment the person was raised in.
Like he said, demonology was a very popular conviction in colonial times. Social disorganization theory was developed and showed the upbringing was a primary role in a criminal's behavior. And as time went on, the psychology of criminology became more competent. And the social disorganization theory was developed even further. Popular figures such as Sigmund Freud, August Eichhorn, these were the revolutionaries for developing the psyche of a criminal.
Absolutely. Back to the social disorganization theory. This theory actually explained how a person's physical and social environment influences most of their actions they are going to choose to take in life.
That's right.
To put it into context, an area like Harlem is going to have a much higher crime rate, and people are more likely going to commit crimes because of the environment that they're raised in. You have poverty, you have poor conditions, not very well educated, unlike the suburbs of, say, California, where you have well-educated students and people, they know a thing or two.
That's right. So, because of Sigmund Freud and Eichhorn, there was developments of the superego and the pleasure principle. Jen, would you like to touch on those?
Sure. So Sigmund Freud proposed that most people commit crimes due to the guilt they undergo when they develop a quote-unquote super ego.
That's right. So, the pleasure principle, meaning the biological urges we have that we cannot control, and the desire for immediate desire and satisfaction.
So Sigmund Freud, he developed both of these theories. And as you can tell, he was fairly invested in discovering the reasoning behind criminology. So now we're going to move on to August Acorn, and we're going to, delve into what he contributed to the science of
So,
criminology.
Eichhorn felt that there were 3 predisposing facts or traits about a criminal and a life of crime.
Okay, so they are the desire for immediate gratification, placing greater desire on one's personal desires over the ability to have good relationships with other people, and have a lack of guilt over someone's actions.
That's right. And to be completely honest, there is no way to specifically define what makes a criminal. But through the research of Sigmund Freud and Eichhorn, we were able to develop this theory over time. Correct.
Absolutely.
And we've also discovered that you're going to find that poorer neighborhoods are more likely to have crime than richer ones, as Jonah used in the example of the Harlem neighborhood.
So, I mean, this question, it's going to be discussed. There's going to be tons of controversy over it for the foreseeable future. Who knows, 100, 2,000, however long we're on planet Earth, this question will still be in context.
That's right.
We just want to thank everybody for coming out here and coming and listening to this very valuable TED Talk. I hope you've gathered some information about the criminal procedure, and I hope you've gathered some information about the psychology of criminology. And we would also like you to go over to our website and take a visit at raguuniversity.weebly.com. We're professors at the university. We have some very promising students. We hope to see you there as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you, Jonah. Thanks, guys. And that's it for today, folks.